Marvel has been ruling the headlines lately, especially with Iron Man 3 dominating, not just at the box office, but conversation thanks to its expertly executed twist. So for you Man of Steel fans, who I know are suffering, I thought I'd begin to change the conversation to the next big topic, Warner Brothers' DC movies. Obviously, Iron Man 3 has hugely benefited from being a part of the larger Marvel Cinematic Universe, and we all agree that Warner Brothers needs to start constructing their own cinematic universe. It's also been established that Man of Steel's performance at the box office will determine if Warner Brothers begins that construction, or if they once again go back to the drawing board. However, I would counter-argue that instead of Warner Brothers basically banging their head against the wall, trying to get Superman right or relaunch Batman post-Christopher Nolan and Christian Bale, they just bite the bullet and try out one of their other heroes. After all, who'd have guessed that Iron Man would be the launching point for Marvel's $4.5 billion and counting franchise? So let's take a look at who could potentially launch the DC Cinematic Universe, and perhaps be Warner Brothers and DC's next movie after Man of Steel. Now, I think the key to DC's potential success is diversity, especially since that's the one weakness of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. While fans continue to demand a Black Panther movie, DC could give them a John Stewart Green Lantern movie. Sure, it's another reboot or redo, but Green Lantern continues to have a strong comic book fan base, which overlaps with John Stewart's strong animation fan base, thanks to Justice League Unlimited. DC should sign 42's Chadwick Boseman before Marvel does. There's also been a lot of talk about Marvel dragging their feet on making a movie with a female lead. DC could come to the rescue here with Wonder Woman. She's the third member of DC's iconic trilogy, and rumor is that Henry Cavill's real-life girlfriend, Gina Carano, is already in the running to play her. Let's see how she does in Fast and Furious 6 out this summer. Warner Brothers already let Joss Whedon slip through their fingers when they sniffed their noses at his Wonder Woman proposal, a move they probably regret. Or you know what? Just write Angelina Jolie a check, and bam! The Marvel vs. DC movie war heats up. What other Justice League member could support their own movie before debuting in a Justice League movie? I took a look at the April 2013 comic book sales chart, and not surprisingly, DC's Batman titles are their best-selling. But Nightwing is one of those titles, so why doesn't DC continue Nolan's Batman franchise with Joseph Gordon-Levitt? That would solve their current Bat problem while still allowing them to capitalize on the success of that trilogy, perhaps even more so than Man of Steel does. Finally, outside of their Green Lantern titles, DC's other biggest seller is The Flash. Rumor is that Warner Brothers is actively considering Pacific Rim's Charlie Hunnam for the role, but for their pie-in-the-sky Justice League movie. Why not bring him down to earth for a solo Flash movie first? Then again, maybe Guillermo del Toro's Justice League Dark movie will hit theaters first. Will the Avengers find themselves competing with Constantine, Etrigan, Deadman, Zatanna, and the like at the box office? What do you think should be Warner Brothers and DC's next move? Write your thoughts down below. I'm Grace Randolph, and this has been a Movie Bite. You can watch more right now.